Today's a day quarterbacks are rejoicing. Rams defensive tackle Aaron Donald announcing he is retiring. One of the most feared defenders of his generation, the 32-year-old played 10 seasons, was an All-Pro 8 times, Defensive Player of the Year 3 times, won a Super Bowl, all with the Rams. Donald said this about walking away, quote, "For 10 years, I've been fortunate to play the game of football at the highest level. I'm thankful for the people I've met along the way, the relationships I've built, and the things I've accomplished with my teammates and individually. Throughout my career, I've given my everything to football, both mentally and physically. 365 days a year was dedicated to becoming the best possible player I could be. I respected this game like no other. I am blessed to be able to conclude my NFL career with the same franchise that drafted me. Not many people get drafted to a team, win a world championship with that team, and then retire with that team. I do not and will not take that for granted." Donald, drafted again 13th overall by the Rams in 2014, won Defensive Rookie of the Year that season, and that was just the start for the Pitt guy. He was a Pro Bowler in every season of his career, named first-team All-Pro in 8 of his 10 seasons, led the league in sacks since entering, and he's tied with J.J. Watt and Lawrence Taylor, my goodness, the most Defensive Player of the Year awards in NFL history. Two-time Super Bowl champ and our very own defensive tackle, Booger McFarland, joins us now for much more. Boog, what was your reaction to the news that Donald is retiring?
Well, Kev, I was a little shocked, even though he had hinted at it a couple of years ago. You could tell that, I'm not going to say the game was becoming boring, but Kev, he had done everything that you can do in the game. I mean, he was dominating week in and week out. And at some point, because of the violence of the position, how violent this game is, he's amassed all the awards. He's made a ton of money. At some point, you have to have motivation to continue to play. So anytime you hear a player start thinking about retirement, usually retirement is not far off.
All right, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year here. No doubt he's going to go first ballot into Canton, class of 2029. How do you put into context what a terror Donald was for opposing quarterbacks the last decade?
Well, Kev, usually as a defensive player, we get game plans specifically whether or not we can command a double team. And nobody commanded a double team the way that Aaron Donald did. So he allowed defensive coordinators, whoever was the Rams coordinator, they could game plan knowing specifically that the opposing team was going to double team Aaron Donald each and every play. So schematically, you could blitz from the opposite side. You could do so many different things. And Kev, there's no greater respect in the National Football League where we're all professionals when the opposing team puts not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 guys to block you, Kev. There's no greater respect in this league where we're all professionals than when they do that.